Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing awesome. Thanks for tuning in today. I am Radhika. Welcome back to DataZard. And today we're going to build Age Pyramid. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. We are going to be doing 2021 Week 70 Workout Wednesday Challenge for Power BI. And we are going to build this visual. And there are two visuals in it. One is a tornado chart and another one is a play axis. And these are both custom visuals. So I will be showing you how to install them in Power BI. So let's jump into our Power BI report. As always, let us first start by importing the data. So I'm clicking on import data from Excel and choosing my file, clicking on open. I will click on this checkbox and click on transform data because we first need to apply some transformations. Now, I will start by renaming the table as resident. My column headers are not right. My first row is the column header, so I will click on this little icon and click on use first row as headers. Now, there are a few blank rows. In order to remove them, go to home, remove rows, and click on remove blank rows. Now we need to split this column because it contains both the age and sex. So I will right click on this and choose split column by a delimiter and choose a custom delimiter which is a dot because I can separate this by a dot. We can do each occurrence or leftmost occurrence because there is just one dot in the full row, and then I will click on OK. So we can now see this is our sex column and this is our age column. I will just rename this as sex, this one as age, and now we want to fill these values with both sex. All of these are male and all of these are female. So we can use the fill function, but that only works when there are nulls in it, not for blank rows. So what I will do is I will first right click and click on replace values, and I will replace blank values with null. Click on OK, and then I will again right click, do a fill and down. So like that, I have all my rows with the proper sex added. Now we don't want these null rows and we don't want these median age rows in the age column. So I will just click on this downward arrow, untick the null checkbox and the median age checkbox so that we are filtering all of these rows. We can see all of these actions happening on the right hand side. Now our data looks clean. We just need sex, age, a year, and a population column. So these are all populations and these are my years. So what I need to do is unpivot my data. So I will choose both of these columns, right click, and then click on unpivot other columns. So this is now my year column. So I will just rename this as year. And this is my population, renaming this as population. And we also don't want both sexes, we just want male and female. So again, I will click on this downward arrow and untick the both sexes checkbox and click on OK. So now we just have male and female data, which is exactly what we want. I will now click on close and apply because all our transformations are complete and it is ready to load into the Power BI report. Now let us import Tornado as well as the play axis visuals. So I will right click on these three dots, click on get more visuals and search for Tornado chart, which is this one. It is Power BI certified. I will click on add. Again, I will click on these three dots and this time we are going to import play axis. This one is also Power BI certified. Click on add. Now let us start creating the tornado chart. So I will click on tornado chart. In group, I will add age. For legend, I will add sex and values is our population. And this is how the chart looks like. Now there are a few things here. First, these age brackets, this is not how it is in the challenge. So we have to change these age brackets. Secondly, we don't need to have the sum of population. Instead, we need the percentage of population for male and female. So we are going to create a new table so that I can just have age in it. And I will add two columns. First is the reformatted column, the way we want to look like in the visual, and another one will be a sort column. For that, I will use a DAX function. So going into data view, I will click on new table. I will just call this age new. Let us first start with just summarizing the resident table. So summarize resident, and we need to summarize the age. So we will get unique values of all the ages. Now, because we want to add columns, I will use add columns tags function. Our table will be this resident table. I will just zoom in this a bit. Now the first argument is done. Now we need to give a name to the new column that we are creating. So I will just call this age brackets. And then I'm going to use a switch function so that I can convert these values to the way I want it to look like. So for that, let's use switch. First argument is true. Now we want that if the resident age is under 5 years, then we want it to look like less than 5. Similarly, when the resident age is equal to 5 to 9 years, we want it like 5 to 9. As these steps will be repeated, so I will just show you in a fast forward manner. And for 100 years, it is 100 years and over. That is how it is in the data set. So we want it like 100 plus. I will just close the bracket for switch, then the bracket for add columns. And now if we see our columns, this is how we want the data to look like, the age brackets to look like in the challenge. Now we need another column so that we can sort these columns properly. So for that, I will another column. I will just call it age sort column and copy this switch function because we want the same thing. It's just the end result that will be different. So I will just, instead of putting these as strings, I will just name this as 1, 2, 3, and 4 so that we know in what order we need to sort this. As these steps will be repeated, so I will just show you in a fast forward manner. So this is my sort order. And now if I look at the table, we have the proper sorting order. So let's just click on this column and sort it by the age sort column. Now going back to the report view, let us just replace this age by age brackets. But there is a problem here. And the problem is we have not created the relationship. So going into model view, I will just place this table over here and connect the age column of both those tables. And then going into report view, we can see that these values look like how we wanted in the challenge. Now, one more thing is we don't need this in this order. We want it in the reverse order. So in order to get it in reverse order, we just click in on these three dots and sort axis, and we want age brackets. And now this is how the visual looks like. Now we need to create a few measures to calculate the percentage. So I will create another table using the enter data button over there and call it key measures. Click on load. I will create the measures in this one. First one is total population, which is just the sum of population. Now, this population will change depending on the context. So, like if we place it over here, it will show the population of people who are between age 80 to 84. But we also want an overall total which does not get budged by any of the context filters that are applied. So, for that, I will again create a new measure, call it total population overall, which will use calculate function. We are again going to calculate the total population, but this time we are going to remove all the context that is coming from the age new table, because that's the context which is present over here, and then I will close the brackets. Now I will divide the previous population by this population to get the population percentage. So again, creating a new measure, calling it population percent. That will be equal to, I'm going to use divide function so that I don't have to worry about divide by zero error. So this will be total population divided by total population overall, and the alternate result is a zero. Now, instead of sum of population, I will bring this population percentage. Now, currently it is showing as zero because it is a decimal value. Let us just convert this into a percent. Once we do that, we get all the proper values. I will just format this. So we don't want the title. We also don't want the legend here. I will create a multi-row card and place it at the top for legend. To create those male and female legends, I will create two more measures. Just call it male equal to male. We need to bring this in brackets. And similarly, another measure called female, which will be equal to female. I will choose a multi-row card and put this female and male measure on this multi-row card and place it like that. Now, let us just format this. So we don't want the category labels. And then in cards, we don't want the accent bar, which was there somewhere here. Now we need another card which will show the year. But before that, let's add our play axis. So adding the play axis, and in play axis, I will add year. Let's just format this as well. We don't want the title. We don't want the enable caption. I will just increase the size of the canvas. So going into canvas settings, custom, and here I will choose 900. And now let's just push this down a little. Now when we click on play, these values change because it's calculating it for each year that it is getting. But how do we know what year it is? So for that, I'm going to use a measure. So I will create the measure in my key measures table and call it sensor year because that's what the label is. And what we need to do is, if year has a value, then we need to choose that year. Otherwise, we want to show 2015 to 2060. So what I will do is, if has one value, if our year has a value, then we want to show that selected year value, selected value of that year. Otherwise, we will just show 2015 to 2060. Now let us place this sensor year over here as a card visual. Because no value is selected right now, that's why it's showing 2015 to 2060. As soon as I hit play, our values are selected. So that's why it's choosing that one value. So this is playing out nicely. I will just stop this, clear it. I will get another text box which says percent of US population by age group. Place it somewhere here. Similarly, for callout value, I will just do it 30, and I will remove the background so that it doesn't cut our text box text. So remove background, and this looks very close to how it is in the challenge. I will just hit on play and see, okay, these values are changing. Even this tornado visual is changing. So this is how it looks like. I hope you've learned something new from this. If you've liked this video, then please do subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next one.